We're so excited. We have our next candidate that we are going to introduce to you tonight. It is Robert Slater Jr. He is running for U.S. Congress 18, and this is the seat that is currently held by Sheila Jackson Lee. So, Robert, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for office.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. It definitely is a pleasure. It's awesome to be here. This is a crucial time in our politics as we have many fights ahead of us for the future, especially going into the next decade. Transitioning to not just a younger generation, but a more activist innovation generation that really possess progressive issues in an innovative way and not an outdated, typical same thing as normal. We can talk the talk, but it's time to walk the walk, or we're gonna lose on grounds on all front. So I'm joining the fight to not only take on U.S. District 18, but also to be a driving force to a relatable younger generation and educate them, meet them where they're at, meet them on the issues that matter to them, so we can really get them into the conversation in a reasonable, responsible way and take them into the next decade. I myself, first and foremost, I'm extremely transparent, and in the spirit of accountability, I am an ex-felon. I served 10 years in TDCJ. Upon my release in 2013, I went and got my first job, worked my way up in a little place called Top Golf, and became that company's first executive chef. Not only, African-American chef. I went on to Del Frisco's, became a corporate chef, as well as Live Nation and House of Blues. Today, I own 2 restaurants, including Houston's first and own Italian restaurant that's owned by African-American. So I went from a statistic to a success. Unfortunately, in today's criminal justice system, there's 4,500 restrictions in Texas. We're not able to get those. So recidivism and being an example and inspiration that we have a second chance every single day, it's time to start having those conversations, get those people back into a productive society. So it's passionate for me.
That's excellent. So, what are your 3 main top issues that you think are important to your district that you're running on?
Absolutely. I call it second chance at life, if I mean, and I combine the veterans issues. I'm a son. My father was a veteran in the Army, and my mother was a surviving addicted to drugs, so on and so forth. And I myself was in prison. Typical statistical measures in the environment that I'm running for. However, transitioning from one institution or one way of life or whatever you suffer from, whether it's domestic violence, whether it was doing a tour overseas, whether it's coming from prison, the moment that you step back into society, we need to support that demographic. We need to support those group of resources. I ask my veterans all the time, who has the highest suicide rates amongst that group, how could someone overseas that willing to die for their country come back to their country and suffer and think about killing themselves? Suicide rates, PTSD, and mental health issues cannot be a stigma no more. It needs to be a part of the everyday conversation. We need to transition people into society, set them up to be successful so they can really contribute. That's one. The second thing is women's rights. And I am not just saying that for all of you beautiful mothers out there in the world. It is serious to me. I have a daughter, and it scares me to death to think that as we taking that $33 trillion in debt, that's going to fall on her future and the burden is on her. And I challenge each and every one to look at your child and understand what type of future we're going to have for them if we don't do the things right now. Women's rights is human rights. I see too often, especially in the business world, where women suffer from unsafe workplaces. They're not allowed to report sexual harassment, so on and so forth. I believe that any act, just like it's against a race, if it's against a gender, it should be a hate crime. If sexual harassment or any type of assault against a woman based on the unlikelihood it would not have happened if she were not a woman, should be deemed a hate crime. We have to set up the environment where people come forward and be treated equally on this playing field. So women's rights as well as recidivism is definitely number one on my priority. Healthcare. Healthcare is very important, especially in District 18. On average, within a mile radius, there's an average 3 to 4 liquor stores. But how many Whole Foods, how many healthy living? So we could, on the front end of healthcare, I'm on the proactive end, bringing fresh fish, vegetables, fresh marketing, fresh education back into our schools to teach people how to eat healthy. But unfortunately, they can't afford to eat healthy. The rate of sugar and unhealthy things is so accessible, but we need to change that. We need to get proactive measures to set up our communities to make And I'm going to say make better decisions, but have better options for them to make the decision that's within their economic reach. So bring in certain businesses and things that's benefit our tax breaks. We need to reinvest into these community to have healthy options to prevent the healthcare issues that we are facing today.
That is excellent. Those are really great issues. Thank you so much for taking time to meet with us today, and we look forward to seeing you on the campaign trail.